In 30 seconds, we'll start with our first round of cardio. We're going to do monster walks today and then those windmills as well. Make sure our arms are moving, knees are coming up high. We'll get going with our first round of cardio in about 10 seconds. All right, monster walks. So these are a mini squat and rotate our legs out. And then we'll do the same thing going back, kind of doing half circles with our legs. Make sure it's nice and low. Awesome. All right, 30 seconds marching, and then we'll do windmills. All right. So remember, opposite hand goes to opposite foot, other hand goes straight up, and you're kind of rocking side to side here, activating our quads, back. Awesome. Okay. March it back out. Active recovery. All right, and we are going to start with lower body strengthening. So this first one we're going to do 30 seconds. We're going to do squat. Instead of, we're going to have our feet a little bit narrower today. So a little bit less than shoulder distance apart, about hip width distance apart. So just kind of stay in hip width distance apart here. Squatting down, coming up 30 seconds. A little bit narrower of a squat with this one. Awesome job. March it out. All right, next one. We're going to do 45 seconds, and we're going to do a wall sit, okay? Mentally prepare. But we're just going to hold a wall sit 45 seconds. You can use your door. You can get creative if you don't have a wall that you can use. Or you can just hold a squat. All right, ready? So go ahead and carefully slide down into it. And we are gonna hold. Legs are about 90 degrees. Don't have your knees in front of your toes. We're just gonna hold. Time under tension with our muscles today. Maybe we sink a little bit deeper. I don't know if I can get there. We got 15 more seconds. If you feel like you're about to fall out of it, slowly come up out of it and just sink right back in, okay? 5 more seconds. You got it. Not long at all. All right, slowly come on out of it, slowly and safely, and we'll march. Back to cardio, do monster walks again, windmills, and then we'll continue on with a little bit more lower body stuff. All right, monster walks, so nice and low again. Half circles with our legs. Awesome job. 30 seconds of marching. Still got our windmills. Let's pick up the pace with the windmills a little bit. So let's go ahead and do them. Awesome. Okay. March it back out. All right, we're doing another wall sit, but we're gonna add calf raises. So this one was only gonna be 30 seconds, not gonna be 45 seconds. So we'll get back down the wall sit and we'll just come up on their tippy toes, hold for a few seconds, and then come back down. Okay? 30 seconds. We got one more exercise to do for the lower body after that. All right, go ahead and sink down into your wall sit. Remember that 90-degree angle. Come up on your toes, go back down. Toes, back down. You can also do this if you're on the wall, just holding the squat. Just be careful when you come up on your toes, okay? Don't fall over, make sure you have good balance. 5 more seconds of this one. Awesome. Slowly come out of it and we'll march. Okay. Last one we're going to do is a hamstring focused exercise for the lower body at least. And we're going to do 45 seconds, one leg at a time. You can hold on to a chair, the back of a chair if you need to, your desk, because you are going to be going up on one leg, all right? So single leg RDLs. So you're just going to keep your leg in line with your back until you feel stretch back here and come back. Try not to let that leg that's moving drop at all. Try to just stand on one leg the whole time. Make sure hips are facing the ground. Don't open up at all. Just come straight down, straight back up. Just a few more seconds of this. One more. Awesome. Let's march. And we'll do the same thing on the other leg. Okay. Other leg. Let's go ahead and knock it out. Fifteen more seconds. One more. Awesome job. All right, let's march. Back to our cardio. And then we're going to get into a little bit of core. Okay. Get nice and low, half circles. Okay, let's march. Okay, here we go with our windmills. Okay, core. So we're going to start with a side crunch. We'll do 45 seconds both sides. This one's not too bad. And we'll do one more after that, and then we'll get into our upper body stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and goal post our arms. We're going to go to one side and stick with that side. 45 seconds. About 10 more seconds before we take a break. Awesome job. Let's march for 30. Okay, other side, let's go. Fifteen more seconds. Awesome job. Okay. March for 30, and we've got one more exercise to do with the core. This one's going to be other desk in that high plank position. We're doing those bird dogs, if you remember those. I'll show you if not. All right, let's go ahead and get in a high plank position. We're doing 45 seconds. Extending opposite arm, opposite leg, coming in. All right, I lied. We're doing 30 seconds each side. Sorry. Forgot this one for a second. So we'll do 15 more seconds of this. All All right, one more on this side. Awesome. We'll march for 30 seconds. And then we'll do the other side. Okay, back in that high plank position. 30 seconds, other side. Great. Okay. Let's do another round of cardio. Then we'll get into, we've got 3 upper body exercises to do today. Nothing too crazy. No arm circles or pulses or anything like that. We're going to change it up a little bit today. All right, 30 seconds, monster walks. Awesome. March. And then we'll do our windmills. All right, go. Great job. Okay, upper body. So we're going to start with those inchworms. These are on the ground. So if you don't feel comfortable on the ground, just go ahead and hold a high plank at your desk. Just make sure you take a few extra steps back to challenge yourself. But if you want to work the back, you can join me in these inchworms. So I'll do 45 seconds of this one just because it kind of takes a while to get going. We're just going to go ahead and crawl, hold a high plank, come back, stand up. All right? Like that. Up. I got 15 more seconds, so keep going strong. Okay, good job. Go ahead and march it out. 2 more exercises. Next one's going to be 30 seconds. Going to be doing those diamond push-ups at the wall. You can do them at your desk too. At your desk, it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge. All right. So go ahead and head to your desk or to your wall, and we'll do 30 seconds of diamond push-ups. Awesome job. 30 seconds marching. Last exercise of the day. We're still going to do cardio, but last strengthening exercise of the day. 30 seconds. All right, and this one is hug the world. So you're going to start big, come in like you're hugging a tree, kind of. And you're doing left over right, and then right over left, all right? Make sure you're squeezing your shoulder blades as you open up. Five more seconds. Great job. Okay, we can start to slow it down. We're still going to do another round of cardio. Let's start taking some nice deep breaths and just slowing down our pace a bit here. Okay. So still get low. We're just going to go a little slower with these monster walks. Great job. Let's march. And then we'll finish up with our windmills. All right, here we go. Finishing up with the windmills. Perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and start our stretching. All right, so we're going to start with the lower body. And we are going to ease ourselves into doing a quad stretch. All right, we really attack the quads today. So hold on to something. Go ahead and grab your foot, ankle. You can also do this one sitting down in the chair. We are just going to let our leg hang loose. Hold it for 30 seconds. And these are all very slow, methodical movements. We're not rushing anything. We're not forcing our bodies into anything. If you feel pain, ease off a little bit. All right, go ahead and slowly let that leg go. And we'll focus our attention on the other leg. All right, go ahead and slowly let that one go too. I'm going to focus a little bit on our core now. So you need to use a wall. You can use our door too. But what we're going to do here is really stretch out the side. So you're going to flip. If you're facing, if your left side's facing the wall, go ahead and flip your left foot over to your other side. Bring your hands up and you're going to slowly sink into a stretch here. So this one's called a banana stretch. We're going to hold this one for 30 seconds as well. You can leave your arm down too, because I just find it more comfortable for me to put my arm straight up. Slowly come out of it. And we'll do the other side. So let's go ahead and switch on over. So now your right side should be facing the wall. Bring your right leg over your left foot and sink in. Should be about a foot away from the wall. All right, slowly come on out of it. The next few are going to be in our chair. So we are just going to start. Show you this one. You're going to put both your legs out, toes facing up. Slowly hinge forward until we feel stretch back here. So this is kind of like a double hamstring stretch. All right. So you can just lean as far as you go, just making sure you're feeling that stretching in the back of the leg. No pain either, just a stretch. Reach for your toes if you want. Use the ground, knees, wherever you need to be. All right, go ahead and slowly come out of that. We are going to finish it with a crossbody arm stretch. All right, so we'll go ahead and finish it up with the other side. Okay,